when the Lamb opened the seventh seal, silence covered the sky.
Now, we knew about this a little while ago. We got to learn about it May 21st, 2011, which has come out from one of the Christian preachers. And I forgot the brother's name right now, but we've checked out his program before, and we also have looked over some of the materials related to May 21st being 2011, being the prophetic day or time when the world is supposed to end. A great global sort of earthquake is supposed to happen at this time now. Some are asking us, what do we think about this? Is this going to really happen? And how is it going to happen? Does the Bible talk about this? You really have to go check out the research that's been provided by those who have put it forward. And unfortunately, if you haven't checked it out, and it does happen, you know, May 21st on Saturday. It's interesting that Saturday is a Sabbath time. That's the key right there. The key is that this day that is predicted or prophesied, May 21st, 2011, is actually a Sabbath day. And that's the key about it, because the Sabbath is where we begin. The Sabbath is ground zero. Finite ground zero is the Sabbath day and the Sabbath keeping, and understanding the Sabbaths of Yahweh, understanding the Sabbaths of the Most High and the importance to the Sabbaths, especially in these last days and times of the Gentile, the Anglo, the European, the Gentile, this worldly system that we're currently passing through. So now it's Harold Camping, this California-based preacher who has made other predictions, I think in 1994, that the world was going to end and some similar things. Now, it's one thing that we've been talking about often, and it's not that the end of the Gentile world domination is not going to happen. This is why they're talking about a new world order, because there's an old world order. You see, so the whole old world order, new world order thing is a part of that. But it's the perspective of interpretation. This is the key thing, just like the whole matter concerning the humanity of Christ. Some see Christ whitewashed as blonde-haired, blue-eyed. You see, and they approach it from a Eurocentric perspective. And they give no credence to the true identity of the Israelites as Negroes or niggers or black folks. They dismiss that. They dismiss the reality of the black man. Therefore, they dismiss Christ. They may be seeking Christ spiritually, but not in truth. Now, with this so-called May 21st, the Sabbath day, Senbet day, end of the world predictions, also connected. What's connected also with it is zombies. This idea has been connected that the graves are going to open and there's going to be zombies walking about in the earth. Now, some of us actually say, well, there's going to be more zombies walking about on the earth, or, you know what I mean, because you already, if you're spiritually attuned, if you see, it's all about your receptivity. It's like having wireless or cell phone connection, or with the technology we're using to make a metaphor, or to give an example of this, kind of a parabolic example of this, like if your reception is not good, if you can't get good reception, you see what I'm saying? It depends on your reception, your receptivity. You see, those of us who are able to receive this, we know that if one does not see a global earthquake or fire, literally, physically, you see, we're living in a world where they believe, this modern world believes, that seeing is believing. So if they don't see it with their physical eyes, if it's not like the movies, they're not going to give any credence to it. And this is one of the likely scenarios that's going to happen, is that it's not going to be perceptible. You'll sense the fleshy eyes. It's not going to be perceptible what really is going on. And some are already lost. Some are already dead. You understand? There's already zombies walking about who are dead to true spirituality, who are dead to the truth and the reality of God and Christ. You understand? They may be so-called religious or religious folks, but they are dead to the true essence. So it really doesn't matter for them. See, this is what we have to recognize. This is what the scripture says. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom, and does not understand, does not comprehend it, then cometh the wicked one and snatches away that which was sown in his heart. So you may hear a word, and this word now is getting like sown in your heart, your consciousness, your labona, your conscience and your consciousness. But if you don't really comprehend it, in other words, in perspective, then the wicked one snatches it away. And already there's folks that are already mocking it. You're just mocking that even the world can end, because they don't even understand. They are lost. They are dead. The whole world is out of course. So where do we stand on this? We stand on this that is based on the background research of it. There is a lot of truth to it, but it's not going to happen the way that people perceive it to happen. And it's not so much that it's a time. It's a countdown. It's not so much that it's going to be readily perceptible to everyone. You see what I'm saying? That it's like some of us look at the world and we see Walking Dead. We see zombies already. There's already zombies. There's already like soulless people. People who have sold their souls, so they are soulless people. You know what I mean? Who are so caught up in this present life, this worldly system. I mean, we was watching the news the other day, and some female said, like, if she loses her cell phone, it's her life. She said, my cell phone is my life. You know, and you have these people say, my job is my life. You understand? Even my kids is my life, and my family's my life. And remember, we're all speaking about that which is worldly, fleshical, carnal, physical. You understand? There's no spirituality. There's no consciousness of spiritual things. So these sort of people, and I don't know if you might be one of them or may have said this, you need to, meditate. Especially, remember the Sabbath. This is the important message about this, to remember the Sabbath. To keep it set apart, to keep it caduce, to keep it holy. That is the key. That's the key right there. So let's watch and pray. Let's be diligent and render sacred service. And in advance, Shabbat Shalom, Senbet Salam.
Yeah! Christ be the multitude, only one who forever.
And when the Lamb opened the seventh seal, silence covered the sky.